here on the vehicle here and is safe as of now. I can say, but nobody is free our President Bobi Kasibante Collins. Thank you. Rita Anamuleme, you're watching from Saudi Arabia. Hamfile Shitandi, praying for you from Nakamika, Kenya. Thank you, our brothers and Kenya network. You know, network also always disturbs us so much, and the network disturbs us so much. They tell the president to be inside and covered. Yeah, of course, for his personal security, always protected. But I'm telling you, we are not all safe until we are all safe. So that is the situation as it is, my friend, wherever you are watching from. Uh, Robert, entire comment stay strong as Kenyan youth in your support watching. My friend Orash, we love you here in Boston. Our friends in Boston, we salute you and we thank you for following what is happening in what we thank you so much for the love and for standing in solidarity with the people of Uganda. We appreciate your endeavors, Sheldon and the Makane. Let's do this, fellow Kenyans who are here. Let's get this guys, fuel and bundles together. We are strong and we can move mountains. We were once there, but we are free. Yes, our friends who are standing with us, we appreciate and we thank you so much. As we are still bringing you everything as it is happening. Yes, the question is what next for the president? What next for the team? What next for all of us here? Even what next for the security organs? So that is the question, and we are yet to answer, and we are yet to get the answer. As I have been telling you that there's so many questions, but no answers. The president is still blocked. Tumusange Richard Free Chagulanyi Naziwa Prosi. May God protect all of you. Yes, thank you so much for those who are sending prayers. We thank you also for sending prayers because in such moments we need your prayers so much. Hazaifa Sebanenya, what did the police commander say? The police commander said during the day that they are blocking His Excellency Robert Chagulanyi Center because Mau was candidate Mau was also in Lila where His Excellency was going to pass because he said they didn't want collision. They didn't want collision between the two teams. So now the president is still on the road, and Mao went sometime back. He went to Oyam and is not in Gida. So now the question is, why are they still blocking? That is a question for all of you to answer, and it is a question for everyone to answer. Pio Judith, I know the area is a little bit safe, but you shouldn't sleep there. That's Ingeta. Yeah, the place is called Ingeta. Yeah, that is it. The place is called Ingeta. Yes, I know my brother Apio. You know the place. The place is called Ingeta. For those who are in northern Uganda, those who are just close to just a half a kilometer around, just a half a kilometer to the venue. Alice Karuyonga, my friend. I don't know. I'm mentioning the full names. That is a mess. I'm sorry about that. My friend. So my friend Apio. I know the place is called Ingeta. Apio Judith. So this is the area where it's a little bit of a swamp. Hey, my friend Ari Bagbana, you are really so great. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much, my friend. Ari Baggy. We appreciate and we are really so grateful. Actually, I've seen the message. I've seen the message. The message has reached. Thank you so much, and much respect. Much respect. In names of Alice. Aribagi, thank you so much. Jeffrey sent you a small token. Check your phone. It's not a small token. That token can push us for a day, can push us for 2-3 days. Yeah, there you would have contributed to our well-being and our continued broadcasts. So we appreciate however little it could look like. It really means a lot to us. We are really so grateful, and we are really so blessed. Thank you so much. My friends who are following, please help me thank Ali Baggy for the message which she, I don't know, but I have a challenge using she and he. I think she. But Ali Baggy, please reach out on me on WhatsApp so that we can continue talking and hear from you. Thank you so much. And our friends Mary Nachagaba, you are all walking in the steps of the strongest men and women, dead or alive, who represent peace around the world, and they are watching you. We thank you and pray for you. Thank you so much, Mary Nachagaba. Joseph Tinayo, Waganda Kazen, but mpaka we're trying to write some Kiswahili. Yeah, Okole Ngeta. Yes, road. For those who know that road, it is called Ngeta. Have you received a small? Yes, I have. Yes, my friend Ari Baggy, I've received that token. Thank you so much. I appreciate your endeavors. Mm. Thank you, Nadia Naginda. That you don't call it small because it can push us further and it can help us still broadcast all this just surrounding the tennis president, Honorable Robert Chavani Sentam, also known as Budwine. Our friends in Kenya, actually, you have shown us love. We thank you so much. Friends in Kenya, you have shown us love, and thank you for the support, and you always follow. That is, you stand in solidarity with you, the people of Uganda, those who are on the ground. We appreciate all that you do. Thank you so much tusima otuweereza mukwano baby Nadia Naginda. Thank you so much for following. We appreciate you all. Here we are. Current situation, that is how it is. The road is still blocked. Yes, the road is still blocked, and the president is still around. Even us, we are still around, and we are yet to know what next. Yes, we are yet to know what next. Yeah, Aisha Akero, yeah, it's Okolo Ngeta Road. Even as we are being blocked to access our homes in Ngeta, please, police, may open for us. Yeah, I think my friend Aisha Akero, you are just close, you're just around, so you can follow and know what is happening right here. For those who are neighbors, just around half a kilometer around a half a kilometer to Lida town. So it's where we stuck. I swear we have spent the whole day. Now it is coming to 7 hours. It's coming to 7 hours when you're still here. Nothing to eat. Nothing to eat. Nothing to see. No water. No what. So that is how things are. But we have been here for the last 7 hours. Okero Stephen, please send me DPC, RPC, RDC names for investigation. There is one I know, the DPC, that's one I can say, it's called Mugerwa. It's called Mugerwa. I think that is the DPC whose name I have managed to know. It's called Mugerwa. He is the DPC of this area. Aribagi, you're welcome. You are most welcome, Geoffrey. We appreciate your service. Indeed, I'm also so blessed and I'm so thankful. So thankful for those who always push us, and we are dedicated to do this. We are so dedicated to do this because it's where we realize that we can play a role. It's where we realize that we can play our role in this struggle for freedom, in this struggle for change. But we always put in the effort, the energy, and the resources. But sometimes we feel like our pockets are not holding us anymore. That's why we say for those for the well wishers, and please take it, not take it in the other way around, but for the well wishers and those who would like to push us, we appreciate you and we thank you so that we can push together because this is a struggle for freedom, a struggle for all you people of Uganda, struggle for our friends of Uganda. It's a struggle for all those who can stand in solidarity with the people of Uganda. And we take away the dictator, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu being our leader, being the 10th president of the Republic of Uganda. Yes, we can achieve that together as one. So the network sometimes fails us because now these areas are far deep in the village. So you find that sometimes the network fails us, and we may not bring you whatever is happening, but I can say. Kase, thank you. Those who are sending us prayers, we appreciate your prayers, and we thank God for He has always been there for us. So God is always our number one. God is always on our side. God is always with us. So we appreciate the Almighty Father, Almighty God, in each and every way. For sure, you can't believe what is going in our country because those security forces are treating us like slaves. Yeah, rap queen, I like it. They keep on pretending to be the DPCs, even the one who claimed to be the DPC of Nyoya faked himself. But you guys should not give up because we are behind you all. That is rap queen. Thank you so much. Bobi has been held hostage. Sun as TV. Yeah, Angerenges rebellions. The good thing is the police will never stop our vote. God bless. David Sechito, keep strong from Canada. We are tired of the government. So that is what is happening. The question still remains: what next? And we don't have the answer. If we are to sleep here, I don't know, but we shall of course know what next anytime as we shall keep you posted. We are in Canada. We are with you, David Sechito. Thank you for being with us, people, wherever you are. Thank you for standing in solidarity with the people of Uganda. And indeed, at the end of it all, this will come to an end, and the people of Uganda will regain their country, and the glory of Uganda will be restored. The pearl of Africa, Uganda, the glory will be restored. And indeed, we are that generation that has to change our destiny, because when you look at the population of Uganda, around 78% are youth. So it's the youth now to take charge of the country and change their destiny, because Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has run the country for the last 35 years, and if you move around and if you can move around Uganda, you can see a lot of things up. all the institutions have been killed. Even the police right now wouldn't have been like the police is working for one person. The police is supposed to work for the people of Uganda. It is even the army should not be partisan, but all what it does is serving one dictator, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. That is not how things are supposed to be. So things should be unique in a new Uganda. So that's what we are pursuing. That's why what we are trying so much to bring about change, change, the change that we badly need. You are supposed to be tricky like changing the vehicle and lying them that no, we are not supposed to be like that. This is whatever we do is under the law, and it is these people who are exposing themselves because there is a saying that the higher the market climbs, the more it exposes its behind. So it is the police which is blocking the law. It is these police officers who are breaking the law. But we are still operating under the law because it's time for the electoral process, and it is time for elections. This period is for so whatever is being done here is under the law, and we are not breaking any law, but instead the police is breaking the law. And I bet, I tell you, they will be accountable at the end of the day when all this mess is fixed. So that's why we say change has to come, and we believe anytime from now things will get better. But we can achieve this when we are a team, when we are all the people of Uganda, when we are one. That's when we can achieve all this together. So we should join hands and we should all join hands and stop this impunity and stop this dictatorship. So that's how things are. Let me also get some a water. I see how I can also sort myself out. And thank you for those who have come in, those who have been support, those who have continued to support us continuously. We appreciate you, and may the Almighty God continue blessing you as we pursue and advocate for a new Uganda. God bless everyone. God bless every hand that will join for together to liberate our country, Uganda. May the God bless every hand that will join together to change the destiny of the country. May God bless everyone who is yearning for change. May God bless the hand that will support the struggle for freedom, that will support the struggle for freedom. May God continue blessing you so much as we are waiting, and we have not yet answered the question, what next? That question will be answered when we know what has gone next. Unless we can't have that answer until when we know what next. So we are still here. It's coming to it is just 16 minutes past 9, and we are still here on the road. We are still here on the road, stranded as the police is still blocking. You can see the road is still blocked, and we are all asking ourselves what next, and we are yet to know what next. And we are not free until when we are all free. That's when we can be free. But right now we are not free until when we are free. May God bless you. Keep yourself on, as we shall get right back with more and more and more and more and more. We shall keep you posted and know what will happen. If we don't come back, I just know maybe the network has just failed us. But sometimes that is when it is only the network, as we can say, that can fail us. But when the network is okay, that's we shall keep you posted, and let us try to work together. Wherever you are, condemn such acts as they are going on in our country, Uganda. So it's you to condemn such acts because it is a right for you. It is under the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. Power belongs to the people. So if the people if the people decide on their destiny, that's when they can change whatever mess that has been brought by one dictator, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. As of now, you see those army officers who were standing. I think they are trying. They are vacating, and though the vehicle is still there, but the police officers, those that you have been seeing, they are not here as you can see, but they are just behind those police patrols as they are lighting up this side. So, my friend Zan Ash TV, you say this makes me hate my country. Please, we should not hate our country, but we should work better. We should work tirelessly to make our country better and be proud of it. Yes, we should just only work tirelessly. Whatever you can do and whatever you can contribute to this to that country. Please, you don't have to hate your country. You have to love it, and when you love the country, you put on what you can put in. You can put on the effort. You can put in all the effort and change your destiny. So you don't have to hate your country, but instead you have to love it because it's where you are born. It's where your grandchildren are going to be buried. It's where you are going to be buried. It's where the next generation is going to it's where the next generation is going to be proud of, and you have to get proud of the country, and you feel free to work in some country, and you don't have to go outside or whatsoever, or when the country is just the pearl of Africa, when the glory has been restored. That's when you can see that we can we can fix all that mess, and nobody will do it for us, and it is us to do it for us. Yes, it is us to do it for us. Yes, that is the generation. Yeah, thanks for being strong, and you're in our prayers. Thank you so much. As of now, I will get off. Then I will get back when things. To update you, let me get some kind of a rest and take something to soften my voice or my. I can say. JB, please help me. This is Geoffrey, who is bringing you groundwork right here. My friend Okero Stephen. Thank you so much. We have the photos. For those who can follow us, you can follow me on my personal page, GM Sarao Media on Facebook. You can go and follow me for more of the videos. Yeah, you always find on Echoto International. That's where you can see some of the work that we always broadcast. And for my personal page, GM Sarao Media, that's where you can see, I can find all these photos. That is on Facebook, and the photos are there. You can go and look at them and see the faces of these individual police officers. All whatever is happening as in photos, you can still see them. And you can follow also Children International for some of the live broadcasts or as whatever is happening. 21 Precious Sache, as long as M7 and NRM are there, there is nothing to love about Uganda. Yes, but you can only you can love Uganda when you do liberate Uganda. That's when you can love Uganda. You liberate Uganda and love your country. Thank you so much. Yeah, but as long as Museveni is there, yes, but we can still chase away that in a collective effort. Thank you so much. If I enjoy a little bit rest, then we shall get back right here. But we are still here until when I update you more. Thank you so much for following Aribagi. I much respect and greetings from Motalia. Greetings from me. Thank you so much for following. We shall bring more and more and more and more and more. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God be with you. I'll be right back.
Sama Uganda nzendi woko okubanga nkuweereza ezo naawe zitambula. Sama Uganda nzendi woko
Hi, I'm Femi. Okay, you're watching the stream. The lead up to the Uganda election in January has been so chaotic, and so violent that Uganda is bleeding has been a hashtag that has trended on social media. In the next couple of weeks, we want to see what may well happen. So we have guests who will unpack that, what lies ahead for Ugandans between now and January the 14th, which is election day. You've been sending us your tweets, and if you're on YouTube right now, we would love to hear from you. So all you need to do is just jump into the comment section, and you too can be part of today's program. I am going to say hello to the guests. The guests will say hello to you and introduce themselves. Andrew, it's good to see you. Welcome back to the stream. Remind everybody who you are. What do you do?
Femi, I am Andrew Mwenda, the managing director and founder of the independent paper, and also old man of the clan.
Nice to have you. We also have with us Joel. Joel, please introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. We're hoping to get Joel back, and we'll introduce Joel when he's able to come back. And Rosebell, good to have you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the stream, I should say. Tell everybody and remind them who you are and what you do.
Thank you, Femi. Glad to be here. My name is Rosebell Kagumire. I am the editor of African Feminism.
Rosebell, I mentioned Uganda is bleeding as an idea, a campaign, a social media trending hashtag. What does that mean in reality from the last couple of weeks of campaigning in Uganda?
I think we have to go back a few weeks ago, November 18, which was a very dark day in the history of Uganda. Over 50 people were murdered in the city by security forces. And we have not had a good idea of like the reports of the magnitude of the injured. There were hundreds of people injured. So this hashtag really arose out of that dark day, and there's not been any plans talking about justice, who was behind this, accountability. So definitely showing that the road towards election on January 14, there's not going to be much accountability for this kind of acts of massacres. It was a real massacre because there were different people of different backgrounds. Some people were just walking on the streets and were killed. Some people were just at their workplaces in a building, and the soldiers were shooting through the windows. So that is really how the hashtag arose to really bring attention to this magnitude. This was the largest killing in decades in Kampala, the capital of the country. So that's what we have to remember.
Andrew, I know you're always very aware of how the world perceives what is going on in Uganda. So when the world hears Uganda is bleeding, how would you explain that?
Well, I think that the government has landed itself in a public relations quagmire because it has not been properly organized politically to deal with the challenge of Bobi Wine. Because it has been almost absent on social media, which is the biggest platform where educated, articulate, urban and semi-urban youth participate in politics and discuss national affairs, it was caught by surprise when so many people rose in riotous anger upon the arrest of Bobi Wine. Because institutions for political mobilization and or political demobilization and counter mobilization had been destroyed, because the government side, the ruling party, is lacking energy and zest or even a faith in what they are doing. Most of the activities that are politically surrendered to the security services. And when you have armies and the police, the ones running your campaign, you are likely to get exactly what we saw in November.
We were hoping to have Joel Sesnyonyi on, who is the spokesperson for the National Unity Platform. That is the party that is headed up by Bobi Wine. I'm not sure that we will be able to get him connected to be back onto the program. But Joel, if you're on Twitter, tweet, and we'll bring your tweets into the conversation. Just connectivity
But I
issues
told you,
here.
Femi, that there will be a problem with his line. Didn't I tell you at the beginning? Okay, before we went on air, I told you.
That's highly suspicious of you, Andrew. I will bear this in mind for future times that we ask you to come onto the show. Let me take you back, though, joking aside here, to something that's very,
Okay,
very serious.
I
On December the 1st, this is the Kayunga district, and this is what happened when Bobi Wine took his campaign there. I want you to have a look to see how things unravelled. So there's a tear gas canister that's landing. There are explosions. And then a day after these events, this is when Bobi Wine temporarily suspended his campaign. So Andrew was gloating, but here comes Joel. Joel, it's really nice to have you. We talked about you, so we're glad that you have you in the conversation. Joel, introduce yourself to our international audience and then pick up on that video that we saw just there. Joel. All right, so bear with us, audience. It's an important show. We really wanted to get that voice in, but we may not be able to get that voice in. Joel, apologies. Rosebell, that scene there, is that typical of a campaign event in Uganda right now?
What you saw is not out of the ordinary, to be honest. What we are seeing being done to Bobi Wine's campaign has been done. It was practiced and perfected on Dr. Chiza Besigye. We know several times he had come out of jail or he had to be flown to Nairobi for treatment in the middle of the campaigns. This has been perfected elsewhere. So in many ways, it's not new. I think that we have to remember that this kind of violence has been systemic and it's been happening in the country for the last over 15 years. So I think what concerns us right now is the sheer disorganization, I think, that Bobi Wine brings in for the regime of President Museveni, and the kind of people that are drawn in by his campaign, kind of building onto the historic, I think, mobilization by people like Dr. Kizza Besigye and other opposition parties. So this is on a larger scale, but it's not new. We saw gruesome violence before, right? Even journalists being victims of this kind of violence. We've seen these images before in Kampala, no doubt. And so we have to root it and to know that it's a systemic issue. It is something that works for the incumbent to continue to unleash violence on his opponents and create a very unleveled ground and create an environment of fear.
And it's not just about Bobi Wine, because there's history between President Museveni and Bobi Wine. It's not just about Bobi Wine. Let me show you why. On here on my laptop from the Daily Monitor, Mayambala suspends campaigns over brutality, and he is an independent presidential candidate. I have mentioned him several times now, and I'm hoping that his internet connection will be stable. Hello, Joel.
Hi, Femi. I'm hoping you can see me and hear me very loudly. Internet connectivity here can be a problem, and sometimes it's actually very deliberate. I'm hoping it's not in my case, so that our message gets to be out there. So, yeah, that's my name, Joel Senyonyi, spokesperson of NUP. I've followed a bit of the conversation, and look, what's happening in Uganda is very disturbing. That you have a dictator who has been in power for 34 years now, who does not want any challenge to him. And I heard you folks talk about his previous opponents, Dr. Kizza Besigye. And now here we have Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, popularly known as Bobi Wine, who has said, I'm going to challenge you, and the people are behind him. And so there goes this violence, very high-handedness. People are being killed, people are being brutalized, people are in jail. And then some people will say, well, that's the supporters of Bobi Wine and so on, but they're targeting the media too. And I heard my sister Rosebell talk about that. They're targeting the media because the media is exposing them. Just last week, our dictatorial government deported journalists, foreign journalists. Why? Because they are exposing the brutality of this regime. So they're causing all this mayhem, wreaking havoc, killing, beating up Ugandans, and they don't want it to go out there, which is very disturbing.
I'm just looking at something here.
Well,
this is something that
Femi, I think.
Yeah.
I
Go
think
ahead, Andrew.
sometimes the mistake we make. You see, I think that it would be insufficient for us to dichotomize the problem of Uganda as a contest between Devil Museveni and Angel opposition. First, I don't think that the Ugandan political elite have an agreed set of rules around which political contestation for power can be. The absence of that shared basic agreement means that oftentimes each side tries to go through ultra-constitutional means to seek power. You see, if you look at the behavior of security forces, there is some logic. You will need to notice the logic behind it. And that logic is that the opposition have been saying they have plan B. Elections cannot lead them to power, so they have also a plan B to promote subversion. The security forces, when they intervene, it's not true that they are necessarily dealing with the peaceful politicians, but they also the political subversives who have an ulterior agenda beyond elections. And they say it themselves. So this, we need to have that analysis, that perspective of the problem. So you can clearly see they cannot even allow me to put in my voice.
Andrew, hold tight for a moment, just so I can hear. Just going to hear Joel, because I can't hear you both together.
Andrew, you actually jumped in when I was making
what I'm saying instead of waiting for
Andrew and Joel, I actually cannot hear you both together. The internet connection is not strong enough for me to hear you both together. Usually I can do that. So I can't today. Andrew, hold tight.
Can I finish my point?
Andrew jumped in when I was making
you can finish a sentence,
so
Andrew.
My point. So that's, all right.
So I was saying that this suspicion on the part of the state, which is also grounded in reality, that the opposition are not just opposition, but they're also involved in political subversion, leads to the kind of behavior you see with the state. And I think that politics in poor countries where the elite do not have a common agreement.
Okay, thanks, Andrew. I'm going over to Joel. Joel, thank you. Andrew, I'm going over to Joel. Joel, pick up. Go ahead, please.
So, you see, the challenge with Museveni propagandists like Andrew Mwenda is that they try to hide the truth under the carpet. So he says that there's no... Andrew Mwenda, we have a constitution in our country. It sets rules that should be played by. You know, our constitution places our army somewhere and not in our elections and all of that. But he says that, you know, we are being brutalized, we are being killed because apparently we might be subversive. How do you explain, Andrew, journalists that are being beaten up? There's many journalists that are in hospitals. Were they being subversive? Majority of the people that are being killed on our streets, you know, these are innocent people. There's a young lady that was filming as soldiers were passing by the streets. And as she was filming that, they aimed at her and shot. Was she being subversive? So that's the challenge, that the Museveni propagandists will want to justify his brutality. That no, these people are being beaten because they are subversive and all these different things. Innocent lives are being lost, Andrew. Andrew, when you were still very much in the media, active and a little said that some people will say,
Joel, hold tight for a moment. I don't want to go into Andrew's history because we don't have time for that. I want, Rosebell, can you have a look at my laptop here? We asked, and I'm wondering, in this debate that's going back and forth, are we losing?
I have lost voice.
Oh, okay, Andrew, we'll fix that for you. Hold tight for a moment. Rosebell, I am wondering that in all of this back and forth, are we losing? What are the real issues that Ugandans care about heading towards the January election? We asked that, and then online, what are the issues that you're looking at? Majuzi says he's just trying to survive. And then a more detailed response from Tamia. Tamia says good healthcare, access to education, job creation, a system that is inclusive, that is based on skills, not nepotism, corruption, dictatorship, and tyranny. So that's a more in-depth agenda there for what Tamia would hope to get for election issues and for politicians to address. Are you seeing politicians addressing this? Are they in their manifestos, Rosebell?
I think having a manifesto is one thing, but making these issues articulated in every day becomes difficult if you have an opposition politician who is campaigning wearing a bulletproof vest to avoid being killed. So somehow, because of the violence, unfortunately, the casualty is the issues that we should be talking about for the nation, talking about the fact that we have gone through COVID, and the nation is still going through an economic crisis triggered by COVID. Millions of people are losing their jobs. They can't afford a meal every day. But this is covered when you have dead bodies on your street because they're being shot. So the issues take a back seat, unfortunately. But these are the issues, like Tanya has talked about, that we should be able to speak out about. Ethnocentrism that Museveni's government is, the fact that majority of Ugandans in different parts of the country don't feel that the government represents them genuinely because they don't see people who look like them carrying out duties on top government bodies. So we need to talk about that. But also, I wanted to say, Andrew, the only person in Uganda who have come to power through unconstitutional means is President Museveni, and we are yet to test our constitution. So I hope that he can give a chance to that.
Well, I think the point I want to make here is that there is a way to tell a single story about Uganda, because during these demonstrations, many of which were right, so remember that many young people set up roadblocks, burnt tires in the middle of the road, attacked supporters of government, looted property. The role of the government is to ensure law and order. Once you send security forces to ensure law and order, it's very difficult to avoid mistakes. This is not to say that these mistakes are excusable. No, it is simpler to say that there are inevitable consequences of an attempt to re-establish law and order.
For 35 years, killing people. You can't have the same policy reaction towards when people are agitated. You can't go and shoot them point blank. That is not a mistake. It is a systemic response to anything that Ugandans become agitated about. There is this. Of course, there were some people who were attacking other supporters, but the reality is that the people that are attacking those supporters, who is the initiator of violence? We have massive state-sponsored violence, which is the root cause of all this that we're happening on the streets.
Yes, I'm going to interject just for a moment. Just give me a moment, and I'm doing this not for my own voice, but I'm doing it because we have so many people on YouTube. I'm going to ask you to briefly respond to their questions. Anis says, and I'm going to put this to you, Joel. Wine doesn't have any clear policies because he seems to only focus on telling people that their lives would be better. There's no serious platform for him. Joel, briefly respond to Anis. Anis is on YouTube watching right now.
That's actually not true. Of course, regime propagandists will keep trying to paint that image. If they have been attentive, we have been clearly articulating our issues. We keep raising this feast because there's 5 critical issues that we want to talk about, and we've been talking about these things. We're about to sound like a broken record. We're talking about a people-centered government. That's important for us. We're talking about inclusive economic development. We're talking about our land, our natural resources getting to be used a lot better than the situation is. The 4th being equal access to quality education and healthcare. All right. The other issue being international relations. We have quite a challenge with that, and of course our national security. So these are part of our manifesto, which we have been putting out there for those that care to listen, but some clearly keep diverting us. But I wanted to say this.
I have another question, and I wanted to share this with our audience on YouTube. I know you know that that's an important audience, particularly for you. If they're on social media, I know that's an important audience for you. Sophia B, what changes will Museveni make if he is re-elected? In the 34 years that he has been there, Uganda has not appeared to progress. Even if Bobi is unqualified, isn't change needed? Andrew, I'm not going to expect you to jump into the head of President Museveni, but that idea about change needed, 34 years and then more coming up for next year. How would you respond to Sophia?
Femi, first of all,
on
if
YouTube?
there is anybody who wants a change in the presidency of Uganda, I am number one. Nobody can lead me on that. Where I disagree is to say that any change that is that any change is required, rather is good change. That is one. The second thing, Femi, is that it's not true that Uganda has not progressed. If you look at Bloomberg News right now, they have put a list of the 10 best performing economies in the world. Uganda is number 2 in the world, rather number 5 in the world, number 2 in Africa. Uganda has sustained an impressive rate of economic growth over the last 35 years. We should not deny the truth. It has been the 11th fastest growing economy in the world period of 35 years. Its record in terms of GDP growth, per capita income growth, expansion of welfare is among the best that has been recorded historically. The opposition wants to deny this reality because they just don't understand economics. Please let me first finish.
Goodness.
They don't understand economics. There is a great book that has been published.
Andrew, your co-guest. Your co-guest has something to say about T. Rosebell briefly. Go ahead.
You cannot say, Andrew, you cannot say you understand economics better than an ordinary person. All right, I'll let Rosebell.
Andrew, you cannot measure a societal transformation just by looking at GDP and growth. It's about who is growing. Is it Museveni and his cronies? Is it people around a certain small, tight-held private sector that serves the president and his family and his clan? Who is growing? Who is being left behind? Unfortunately, this growth has happened at a magnitude that also correlates to
Mr. Byabakama and the Electoral Commission that they are indeed operating on orders from Mr. Museveni. That is double standards. That is unacceptable. Today, we have so far been failed to reach 27 districts of campaign, and the Electoral Commission is silent about that. The Electoral Commission, I'm sure, has been seeing Mr. Museveni's campaigns in Barara, his campaigns in Iganga and in Jinja, and also so a whole carnival staged on a roundabout by Museveni's team. But the Electoral Commission cannot come out to condemn this. It is shameful, therefore, for Mr. Byabakama and the Electoral Commission to say that we are the ones violating the COVID guidelines, but Museveni is not violating them. In any case, we move with a team of about 20 or less people. We do not have any control about our supporters. We don't invite them, and we don't have the power to limit them. We don't have the power to say, oh, you are too many supporters, you must be few. So the Electoral Commission should indeed be ashamed of themselves.
Okay, thank you.
Another question?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so are you going to the EC like a podium Monday, because they have indicated that you have to be there in person?
Like I've said, we have so far missed 27 districts where we've not been able to campaign, and therefore time is very fast running out on us unless the Electoral Commission is going to give us more time to campaign. But other than that, it is within the law to delegate part of my team to go and meet the Electoral Commission while we proceed on the campaign trail, because Mr. Museveni is not asked to stop his campaign. Why then is the Electoral Commission asking us to stop our campaign simply because they want to talk to us?
We understand some of the members of your team have been arrested during the day. Have they been released?
Yes, we have more than 27 of our members that have been arrested, and they have been held with no charge for now. We are engaging our legal team and other leaders of ours to see that they secure their freedom.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Alright, muganda wange gwe atulaba era atuwuliriza, eyo y'embeera eri eno y'embeera eriwo, era nga bw'olaba amakubo n'okutuusa kati gakyasibiddwa, era nga teriyo muntu akkirizibwa kubeera nga atayaya. Abatuuze b'omu kitundu bateekeddwako kafiyu ow'obudde buno, bateekeddwako kafiyu ow'obudde buno, babakuba emiggo, kubakuba miggo abatuuze abo gwe mulimu, bali mu bakuba miggo.
everything that we are doing, I don't do it as an individual. We do it as a party. I'm a candidate of the National Unity Platform. Therefore, I'm representing the party. And all the business that we're conducting it as the National Unity Platform party. Therefore, I can be legally represented by my party, the National Unity Platform.
Okay. Fine? Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. President agambye ensi ziringa envuuvuumira, so yembeera eyo munnange eriwo gwe muganda wange atulaba era atuwuliriza.
Abasajja bebamuteekamu kamera badde mbagamba bateeke kamera mu basajja mubiveeko mumaze mulimu bamwe byabanamawulire.
Muganda wange yembeera ekyaliwo nga bweri kutegeezeza nti abatuuze b'omu kitundu babataddeko kafyu time era nga essaawa zino kaguli mu kunyooka kafyu time ateekeddwa ku batuuze bano ab'omu kitundu kino. Honorable Kyagulanyi alabika nga alemeseddwa okubeera nga agenda maaso n'okukuba kampeyini ze era nga kati tetumanyi kiki kiddako. Bannamawulire ab'ebweru baagaanibwa okubeera nga bayingira Uganda. Ebitongole ebigoberera ebitongole ebyobwannakyewa byafuumuulwa mu ggwanga Uganda. So embeera muganda wange bwe njikugamba osobola okugitegeera eri mu Uganda, osobola okugitegeera. Mpozi ekyenjawulo ku basirikale b'omu kitundu kino ebikozesebwa baafuna bipya okuva ku ngatto, okuva ku elementi, okudda ku byambalo, emmundu, zibuleti puruufu, baafuna bipya. So muganda wange gwe njagala nkubuuze, ewammwe eddagala mu malwaliro lyatuuka? Ekyo kibuuzo eri gwe munnange ampuliriza. Yo poliisi kabangali erina mpya era nga ziringa ezaaguliddwa okubeera nga ziwerekera wamu n'okuziyiza n'okulemesa Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert tiya gas ye baamugula mu bungi era basabuukulula box to box, basabuukulula box ku box. So gwe ekibuuzo kiri kimu nti ewammwe eddagala mu malwaliro gye riri? Ewammwe enguudo ezo ezirina ebinnya ezitta abantu ewammwe gye ziri oba munnange? Kubanga twetaaga tubalansinge. Muganda wange Hannington, ebifaananyi by'abantu bano bingi nnyo. Genda ku Facebook ya obagoberera Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert ku peegi ye eya Bobi Wine, ojja kuba ofuna ebifaananyi by'abantu bano. Ebifaananyi bingi olwova social media. Genda ku peegi ya Kyagulanyi ojja kufuna ebifaananyi ebirikkiriya. Ne bwe tuba tetuzuuminze oyinza okufuna ebifaananyi ebitali quality. Muganda wange osobola okufuna ebifaananyi ebitalina quality. N'olw'ensonga eyo genda ku peegi ya Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert ofune ebifaananyi ebyemisana ebirikkiriya obulungi ennyo 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 ennyo. Yes, America yavuddeyo netegeeza Uganda ebeere nga omubaka omu owa senta atuula mu lukiiko olukulu olwo olw'eggwanga eri America yavuddeyo n'awandiikira America nga bwe balina okukomya okuwa Uganda obuyambi naddala mu byokulwanyisa, kubanga obuyambi obwo bwe bagaba obw'essente n'ebyokulwanyisa ate byeyambisibwa okubeera nga bitulugunya munnayuganda. Ssente ezo zeeyambisibwa okubeera nga zitulugunya bannayuganda era ne basaba bikomezebwe bunnambiro. Yes, tukyawambiddwa emabega n'emmaaso bakyatuwambye, bakiyita kuwamba. So eyo yembeera eriwo gwe muganda waffe atuwuliriza era atulaba. Sigenda kusukkawo nnyo muganda wange, ate omuntu n'olaba nga tukyabulokingiddwa era n'abasirikale obalaba wante
naffe mutwe ku mmere basebo, mutusiibizza wano, mutusuzizza naffe mutwe ku kawunga sebo. Eyo mmere ya wa musolo, that is taxpayers money. Hey, why do you eat and leave us hungry? Naye era temutuwa. Nubiani oli mugezi, temutuwa.
Tetujja jirya.
Abasirikale bambannamu
mujeerire
tugiganye. Singa Fande Kata abaddewo gwe twandiganye ogirya.
Naddala ne munyumiza abakyala bammwe nti mwakoze omulimu omulungi. And I hope they are proud of you.
Bo babeesiga bakyali bammwe.
Mwerowoozaako mwekka, naffe mutulowoozeeko.
Bobi Yanga ondirese emmere y'abasajja. Bobi Yanga
some of them are good people. Naye mubimanyi by'amagye order and order. You are forced to carry out a bad order. So don't hate all the police. Abamu bantu balungi. Kitegeera. Kulya posho n'ebijanjaalo, kulya posho, kulya posho, kulya posho n'ebijanjaalo, kulya posho, kulya posho, kulya posho n'ebijanjaalo. Yo. Mugirabe batubeeredde mbannange
batuwadde baketi
naye baliddeko basooke
bagirye macete. Don't eat.
Basooka kulyako
bwe tebagiriddeeko tolya, bagirireko ddala bakituuse wakati
bajasooka kulyako
bawe balyeko.
Kyembagambye nti si bonna abasirikale bantu babi. Some of them are political. We have met some of the best people around the uniform. So they know the problem. Problem is police bajinzamu ba military never corrupting the whole system. Ate ekyo kiva kuba nti no general yafuga eggwanga lino. Kiri very weird for a general to be a president. Egolira yajja n'awamba n'akuba gavumenti yaliko n'awamba naye nga yo enjala neighbor. We're not gonna eat that food.
Don't eat that food, guys. Don't.
We cannot starve ourselves. I know some of them are genuine. Tukaba babosi balya bicepere, balya bi KFC. Sebatuletedde ekiwunga n'ebijanjalo tebirimu wadde ne apeta. Kambuze Eddie oba yatambudde n'akabanga. Yo, tetujja jirya kozi nga batuula wamu ne tugirya ffenna kasita basooka ne balyako. Ate kyemanyi Museveni asobola n'okubasaddaaka bonna n'abawa bonna. So b'okugirya is not enough security. The hours have been so long. You know they'll compromise anyone. When they were maja, that's how the regime operates.
Bakubala mutulu bakigwe mu Uganda ng'okyawagira Museveni, ng'okyawagira government. Museveni olwali avuddeyo n'agamba nti bano bemulaba nagenda okujja mu ggwanga okulwana nasangamu abavubuka aba ghetto. Not the problem with the NRM. They didn't consider this youth, those ghetto youth people. Mti NRM teyafayo kwabo ba ghetto youth. Otherwise, olwalero bali badete bazaala baana bana abali hooligan. Yes, kati webale nnyo kwekubanda buli lunaku Museveni lwokola statement wekuba simanyi na advisor yonze tusaana ne tumuwe enkoko buli lunaku. Advisor wa Museveni webale nnyo. The other time yekuba n'atugamba mbu bagenda kuyiririra abantu be battira mu bunsobi. Omuntu waawa gwogenda okugula ogenda mugula ssente mmeka. Thank you ewekuba. Advisor we none enkoko yo ne bw'aba map media yagenda ogigula nja gigula. Olwalero zemu n'otugamba mbu zemu newekuba omupiira ng'olagira electoral commission iffe atukoleko kubanga gwe you just sit in your car and wave inside from your car. awo no tewali coronavirus wayinza kwatira abaffe bukyanga tutandika kuba nkungana coronavirus yakataba mekaffe tutambula buli nnaku ffe mu kampu eyaffe kuba mujja tulaga emirambo mirala mu kampu eyaffe bamekabe mwakalaba abafudde corona ng'ate tutambula temumuzabuza bantu ffe tutambula okuva myezi bwe gyatandika tusula mu makubo tukola ki we interact with the people how many in our camp abafudde era mujja tuleetera abafudde nga bammwe nga bemujjeeyo sayidi yonna yonna mubaleetemu nti bafudde muffe abali mu kampu abatambula nabo bameka abafudde temubuzaabuza bantu mu electoral commission bano abantu basasanya corona biki how many in our camp bemulaba nti bafudde oba abakolola oba abanyiza oba abaluma omutwe bameka olina buyinza ki mwami Museveni obukeera ku makya n'ogamba bya mukama nti kola kino electoral commission oli alina okugamba kubanga mwatulimba wano independent body wadde gwa wamulonda naye eri independent body temutuyombesa Museveni nze sikulumbangako soogerangako era abantu page eno bagimanyi sikuvumangako era sijja kuvuma essaawa zino naye nkugamba ebyaddala va ku bannayuganda eno Uganda tewagigula eno Uganda si yajjejjaawo tewagipatana tewagisalamu bye bajjo nti yo eno Uganda y'abannayuganda wateekawo akalulu leka tukwakkube wateekawo scientific leka tukutwaliremu eri scientific eyaffe tusula na muloogi ne tukwata n'essimu ne tukomawo ku macyanga tunywedde ne ku kyayi ne tukubira mu campaign ze za scientific that what we promised you that what Kyagulanyi promised you he promised you that we are going to use your own money and we are going to run this campaign expensively using your money tewamanya nti zino zonna district ze tuli mu lwayo tulemeseza okugenda mulango tewamanya nti zino zonna district tugenda kukubiramu nti tujja zituukamu Bobi Wine Kyagulanyi Robert Center mu yalina convoy ekyasinga obunene wano okutambula naye nga Kyagulanyi talina gwatoolera wadde 10 wadde olw'ataano talina gwaluwa tutambula ku lw'okwagala eyo laavu tosobola kugijja mu bantu ne bw'okola otya mwami Museveni kifaanana ng'omusajja okugenda n'okugulira omukazi emmotoka n'owaana nti omwagala nnyo n'omugulira n'emmotoka n'ogiteeka wali haliya tugeze kawundo naye nkyojja musanga ng'awaana ka boyfriend akagijjuza amafuta agamitwala 2 nga gwe kawaana bannaye can you imagine that guy bannaye is handsome yataddemu n'amafuta full tank twagenze ku petrol station n'agamba fill the tank nenge emmotoka gy'amanyira najigula obukadde 8 ekitegeeza laavu tebagigula naawe Museveni tokyasobola kutugula ne bw'otutta nze amuledde ffe tumanyi twateekayo dde obulamu bwaffe we are ready to die ffe abantu bonna abalinaanye Kyagulanyi we are ready twala amalaama dda ne be twalamira nabo mujja batta naye we know you can't finish tosobola kututta ffenna n'otumalayo even if eri kampu gy'oliko n'ogitta n'ogimalawo ne bw'otuwaliramu Kyagulanyi n'omutta n'omumalawo there are so many Kyagulanyis now abasobola okukuggyako 14th January I'm warning you 14th January expect fire that is the mission 2021 if you've been looking for if you are looking for a mission what is met by mission 2021 wait on 14th January I'm telling you buli obulumba mbadde nga muzanyiramu bwammwe mukole girimivuyo gyammwe we are tired Museveni we are tired with your government tosobola kuntwala mu Amoro natuuse nga waliyo simanya ono yani oyo Gilbert simanya Gilbert yateeka ekizimbe ekirungi ennyo wakati awo mu Amoro naye nga mbutuufu bw'ogenda ku makubo agaliyo tewali mmotoka weziyita bojjeno mwanywa simanya wali deputy oba secretary general simanya yani oyo tewali wadde akantu konna bali abantu mwabasiriwaza mwafufuggaza abantu bannanga abakyoli mwabamaliramu ddala wadde akantu konna wadde akasente bwe kati twabadde mu tteeso n'omusajja atya okutunula mu kamera bojja noyogera bwati mami ne yebwala nalowooza oba olimbega bambi abantu baatya naye wait on that day wait on voting date linda mu kabokisi emundu tezijja kuba mu kabokisi lazima abantu bagenda kukuba akalulu malirizo okakwatemu we are tired enenjala gwe zanyiranga ku muntu anjala gwenu tozanyiranga ku muntu enjala gweruma kubanga byayogera byonna tebiba mu control otulumisizza enjala nga tulina ne ssente zaffe totukiza kugenda maaso totukiriza kudda mabega totukiza wadde okwekyusa okufuna emmere I'm calling those people surrounding here webakwatidde president kindly please mutuleetere ebyokulya mutuleetere ebyokulya bw'obaddala oli muwagizi wa struggle mutuleetere ebyokulya we are going to pay naye kamuredde bw'oleetamu obutwa naawe ogenda kufa naffe siina bingi byakwogera kubanga ennaku ennuma sisobola kulaba abaana nga batondoka kufanjala nga balina ssente zaabwe naye ng'ekibalemesa ye Museveni ekilemesa be basirikale ba Museveni tugenze tutambula ebyeddala eyengulu wabaddeyo abasirikale abakyategeera kubanga bo baagaana bano ababakulira simanya batomwine simanya baani ate okugenda eri ewaabwe era tewabadde nnyo tiya gaasi ne bagenza okulaba mbundowooza nga tebatukolako ne batuleetera abantu ate abava e Kampala okujja okutweyungamu. We are ready to die. We are ready to die, but we are to die with someone. Mujja tutta ne tujja kufa nga tulina be tugenze nammwe. Kubanga we are ready. Museveni tewali kintu kisinga kufa omuntu yenna okumumaliriza kwe kufa. Ne kati ate we are ready more than ready to die. Kati kiki ky'okyagamba eggwanga? Ono tugamba kututwala kututeeka mu mugga tukole ki? Era the destination is kufa. Then we are ready for that big stuff. To kufa. Leave us alone. Wait for the voting date. Ne bwe tufuna obululu 10 gwe n'ofuna obululu 2 Museveni tosobola kudda ku buyinza. Tosobola kudda. I'm telling you, this is a map. Blocking a page nja kusigala njogera. Blocking a page omutima tojja gublockinga. Blocking a page tojja kublockinga balala bonna. Blocking a map abalala bajja sigala nga bayimuse. I salute you. Good night.
Omanyi baye mala kukalya bemachete omanyi muzata yamala kulya
page omutima tojja gublockinga
yali ali mu bbalo omanyi bakali sebo mozere jjo bamukubira mu bbala achete bwesonyiwe emmere yandagire no kulagira linnya wali omutendo yandi wali omutendo yobera mutendo wali omutendo basobola kuta mando wali mu moyo Ndesobola kuongeza unakuwazirwa kufa kama sina passport maana nafila mwenye passport Ismail chambula wale wanaoza kwa jamaa hebu unaona wafila mtaji wafila mwenye aduna usaja tamalo wa mambo kulia boko ile
question. Come there. Yes, Honorable. Today the EC has released a letter calling you to appear before its officers. What's your response on that?
Claiming that you're violating
the SOPs.
SOPs for COVID-19. What's your take on that?
It's very unfortunate that the Electoral Commission and Justice Bakama in particular are continuously operating with double standards. Right now, as we speak, I have been held with my team here on a roadblock for the last 6 hours since 1 o'clock. The police and the military have blocked the road that goes to Alepton. They blocked the front and they've also blocked it behind. We cannot go forward and we cannot reverse and go back where we're coming from. We were supposed to campaign in Alepton, but without giving us any reason, the police and military have blocked us. This is not the first time. The last time I was at the Electoral Commission, I had gone to report a threat to my life after surviving an attempted assassination on my life. The Electoral Commission has been conspicuously silent about all these violations. They have been silent about the brutal murders of our supporters. They've been silent about the police illegal behavior of blocking our campaign meetings and blocking the main roads that lead us to the campaign venues. The Electoral Commission has been silent. So this further exposes Mr. Byabakama and the Electoral Commission that they are indeed operating on orders from Mr. Museveni. That is double standards. That is unacceptable. Today, we have so far been failed to reach 27 districts of campaign, and the Electoral Commission is silent about that. The Electoral Commission, I'm sure, has been seeing Mr. Museveni's campaigns in Barara, his campaigns in Iganga and in Jinja, and also saw a whole carnival staged on a roundabout by Museveni's team. But the Electoral Commission cannot come out to condemn this. It is shameful, therefore, for Mr. Byabakama and the Electoral Commission to say that we are the ones violating the COVID guidelines, but Museveni is not violating them. In any case, we move with a team of about 20 or less people. We do not have any control about our supporters. We don't invite them, and we don't have the power to limit them. We don't have the power to say, oh, you are too many supporters, you must be few. So the Electoral Commission should indeed be ashamed of themselves.
Okay, thank you.
Another question?
No. Okay, that's
yes, so
thank you.
Are you going to the EC like a podium Monday because they have indicated that you have to be there in person?
Like I've said, we have so far missed 27 districts where we've not been able to campaign, and therefore time is very fast running out on us unless the Electoral Commission is going to give us more time to campaign. But other than that, it is within the law to delegate part of my team to go and meet the Electoral Commission while we proceed on the campaign trail, because Mr. Museveni is not asked to stop his campaign. Why then is the Electoral Commission asking us to stop our campaign simply because they want to talk to us?
We understand some of the members of your team have been arrested during the day. Have they been released?
Yes, we have more than 27 of our members that have been arrested, and they have been held with no charge for now. We are engaging our legal team and other leaders of ours to see that they secure their freedom.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Alright, muganda wange gwe atulaba era atuwuliriza, eyo yembeera eri eno yembeera eriwo, era nga bwolaba amakubo n'okutuusa kati gakyasibiddwa, era nga teriyo muntu akkirizibwa kubeera nga atayaya. Abatuuze b'omu kitundu bateekeddwako kafiyu ow'obudde buno, bateekeddwako kafiyu ow'obudde buno, babakuba emiggo, kubakuba miggo abatuuze abo gwe mulimu, bali mu bakuba miggo.
Everything that we are doing, I don't do it as an individual. We do it as a party. I'm a candidate of the National Unity Platform. Therefore, I'm representing the party. And all the business that we're conducting it as the National Unity Platform party. Therefore, I can be legally represented by my party, the National Unity Platform.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Yes.
Mr. President agambye ensiri ziringa envuuvuumira, so yembeera eyo munnange eriwo gwe muganda wange atulaba era atuwuliriza.
Abasajja be bamuteekamu kamera badde mbagamba bateeke kamera mu basajja
mubiveeko mumaze mulimu gwamwe ebyabanamawulire.
Muganda wange yembeera ekyaliwo nga bweri, kutegeezeza nti abatuuze b'omu kitundu babataddeko kafiyu time, era nga essaawa zino omuggo gunyooka, gwe buli mutuuze omuggo gunyooka, guli mu kunyooka. Kafiyu time ateekeddwa ku batuuze bano ab'omu kitundu kino. Honorable Kyagulanyi alabika nga alemeseddwa okubeera nga agenda maaso n'okukuba kampeyini ze, era nga kati tetumanyi kiki kiddako. Bannamawulire ab'ebweru baagaanibwa okubeera nga bayingira Uganda. Ebitongole ebigoberera ebitongole ebyobwannakyewa byafuumuulwa mu ggwanga Uganda. So embeera muganda wange bwe njikugamba osobola okugitegeera eri mu Uganda, osobola okugitegeera. Mpozi ekyenjawulo ku basirikale b'omu kitundu kino, ebikozesebwa baafuna bipya okuva ku ngatto, okuva ku elementi, okudda ku byambalo, emmundu, zibuleti puruufu, baafuna bipya. So muganda wange gwe njagala nkubuuze, ewammwe eddagala mu malwaliro lyatuuka? Ekyo kibuuzo eri ggwe munnange ampuliriza. Yo poliisi kabangali erina mpya era nga ziringa ezaaguliddwa okubeera nga ziwerekera wamu n'okuziyiza n'okulemesa Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. Tiya gas ye baamugula mu bungi era basabuukulula box to box, basabuukulula box ku box. So gwe ekibuuzo kiri kimu nti ewammwe eddagala mu malwaliro gye riri? Ewammwe enguudo ezo ezirina ebinnya ezitta abantu ewammwe gye ziri oba munnange? Kubanga twetaaga tubalansinge. Muganda wange Hannington, ebifaananyi by'abantu bano bingi nnyo. Genda ku Facebook ya oba goberera Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert ku peegi ye eya Bobi Wine, ojja kuba ofuna ebifaananyi by'abantu bano. Ebifaananyi bingi olwova social media. Genda ku peegi ya Kyagulanyi ojja kufuna ebifaananyi ebirikkirira. Ne bwe tuba tetuzuuminze oyinza okufuna ebifaananyi ebitali quality. Muganda wange osobola okufuna ebifaananyi ebitalina quality. N'olw'ensonga eyo genda ku peegi ya Honorable Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert ofune ebifaananyi eby'emisana ebirikkirira obulungi ennyo 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 ennyo. Yes, America yavuddeyo netegeeza Uganda ebeere nga omubaka omu owa senta atuula mu lukiiko olukulu olwo olw'eggwanga eri America yavuddeyo n'awandiikira America nga bwe balina okukomya okuwa Uganda obuyambi naddala mu by'okulwanyisa, kubanga obuyambi obwo bwe bagaba obw'essente n'ebyokulwanyisa ate byeyambisibwa okubeera nga bitulugunya munnayuganda. Ssente ezo zeeyambisibwa okubeera nga zitulugunya bannayuganda era ne basaba bikomezebwe bunnambiro. Yes, tukyawambiddwa emabega n'emmaaso bakyatuwambye, bakiyita kuwamba. So eyo yembeera eriwo gwe muganda waffe atuwuliriza era atulaba. Sigenda kusukkawo nnyo muganda wange. Ate omuntu n'olaba nga tukyabulookingiddwa era n'abasirikale obalabawo ate n'obuuza nti mukyabulookingiddwa, ye taata n'okutuusa kati bakyatubulookinze. For those who don't understand Uganda, my friend, I kindly request you to go to Ghetto TV Camera 1. Ashraf is there to represent you in English. Yes, for those who don't understand Uganda, you can follow Ghetto Media. Ashraf of Ghetto Media is there to represent you in English. Thanks for watching Echoto International. If you don't understand Uganda, kindly please go and follow Ghetto Media. Camera 1, Ashraf is there to represent you in English. Thanks. For those who don't understand English, follow Ghetto Media so that you can be presented in English. For me, I'm using Uganda mostly. So, ebyo nno by'ebyoluzungu munnange gwe abiwulidde olwo lwe lunyaanyimbe. Yes, eno y'embeera gye tuyitamu. Teri kyakulya, teri ki. N'okumuvinga mutya kubanga abasajja olwaleero babadde baalesitinga abantu baffe bangi babakutte eyo mu disitulikiti ya Alberton mu disitulikiti eyo abantu bangi bwe bakutte era kutegeezeddwa nti bali 27 abakwatiddwa. Madamu Rahimu Okero Madamu Rahima Okero munnange nkubuuzaako. Madamu Rahima Okero nkubuuzaako. Waliwo agambye put the link here. Muganda wange antaka akamanyiro kaba kasusse. Genda onoonye searchinga Ghetto Media. So eyo y'embeera eriwo. Police nayo ekumyemu amataala. Yes. Nekyagulanyi Sentamu Robert emmotoka ye naye eyaka obutasobola kufa bugumu. Yes, nziramu okubeebaza mwenna nziramu okwebaza mwenna abazze batuwagira nga muwa bafoot soja amazzi ag'okunywa era ng'omulimu ogwo ngukolera ddala era ng'olwaleero nasobodde okugula ne box ya biscuit. So basoja basobole okubeera nga at least bwe banywa ku tuzzi ate nga bwe bafuna ne ku biscuit okusobola okubeezaawo obulamu, okusobola okubeezaawo obulamu. Mwoyo gwa ggwanga ekyo kimanyi twali tusuzeeko ku kkubo muganda wange. Twali tusuzeeko ku kkubo eryo si kipya. Okuva ku makya okuva essaawa 6 ez'omutuntu mpaka kati bakyabulookinze kkubo muganda wange. Konvoyi yonna yasaliddwako. Abatuuze b'omu kitundu bakubwa miggo basobole okubaggalira. Abatuuze bakubwa drop your number here nasuzizaamu akatwalo kakubeemu. Birungi Gloria tweyanziza munnange. Tuddamu tukantwala omukisa guno okwebaza Kiras Monitor Pamukawa bannange bannakyoto Madamu Pamukawa oyo Pamukawa Kiras Monitor w'ekyoto. Mumumpeeremu bulikes mumumpeeremu bulikes bambi. Kiras Monitor asobodde okubeera nga atubeereramu n'amazzi n'obuyambi obutali bumu. Yes, Madamu Kiras Monitor atubeereddemu nnyo. Nammwe mwenna twebaza. Waliwo omukyala galira Saudi Arabia naye atubeereddemu n'abalala bangi nnyo. Twebaza Mama Kevin yatubeereramu. Twebaza Madamu Babula wangalire UK yatuwa amazzi ag'okubeera nga tunywa. Kosa n'ebyo nga bwe mbategeezezza nti olunaku olwaleero tukozeseza bokisi z'amazzi 12 kosa ne box ya biscuit ya mitwalo 3 kosa n'amazzi g'ebiri ebiri box. Kitegeeza nti olunaku olwaleero tusobodde okubeera nga tukozesezza emitwalo gy'essente tufubye okulaba nga tukozesa egyo nga 24, 27. So mwebale nnyo mwebale ezo ssente mwe muzituwa era mwe mutubeezaawo mu mbeera eyo bwetyo. Embeera yeno bannakonvoyi bonna bali sitaaka. Bannakonvoyi bonna Bevi funzaamuko eyo eri ono ajjedde wano zibeerewo 3. Yes, twebaza mmwe mwenna abatubeererawo munnange ebbanga lyonna, era nkutegeeza nti osobola okuyita ku namba y'essimu 0704 230 n'osobola okubeera nga oyongera okutubeerera munnange kubanga tukyetaaga obuyambi bwammwe bungi nnyo naddala ku byokulya omulimu ogwo ogw'okugula amazzi agali expensive. Kubanga olunaku bwebanga abafuuti soja basobola okubeera nga batutte amazzi.
Police is coming. You need to pray for us, guys.